beaten Iran by 6 goals to 2. Yes, 6 goals to 2. What a game. For the neutral, I mean, it was just wow. I mean, when the goalkeeper got sent off, when the goalkeeper nearly broke his nose, let's say, going into his own player, just took the whole bloody game out. It was slow lethargic start. But once England scored that goal, what a header from Jude Bellingham. Man of the match for me, Jude Bellingham, no doubt about it. You can go through ratings or whatever you want, but Jude Bellingham was man of the match today. He was absolutely brilliant. His header opened the scoring. Great ball in. Header, bang. It reminded me of the Steven Gerrard header. It reminded me of the Steven Gerrard header in the 2005 Champions League final. That header, when he runs onto it, bang, into the corner. Iranians poor defensively. The goalkeeper was terrible. So that didn't help for them. And it was only a matter of time that England would score a second. And of course, they did score a second and a third just before half time. Of course, Saka with a lovely volley. Good head down from Maguire. And then the ball in from Kane, and what a finish from Sterling running in to make it 3-0 at half time. It was over. It was only a matter of how many they could get second half. They took their foot off a little bit second half, but when they went 4-0 up, Saka again on the double. Then Rashford and then Grealish got one laid on as well. They got two. They got a penalty deep in injury time. I think it was 10 minutes added on. 14 minutes in the first half, 10 minutes in the second half. But good win. I mean, you'll take that. You will absolutely be a little bit worried that they scored 2 against you because they're so poor, Iran. But to score 6, could have been more. 7 or 8, to be fair. They hit the post as well. They hit the post as well, and England hit the post as well. So it was a really entertaining game. But Jude Bellingham was the one who stood out for me. England's midfield very good. Declan Rice was very good in the middle as well. But really, for me, it was that midfield of Declan Rice, Mount, and Bellingham that really stood out in the first half and gave them the foundation so they could build on for the second half. That was the real thing for me. That was the catalyst to England winning that game today, because obviously Wales play the States tonight at 7 o'clock. We'll be watching that. There's a game on in less than an hour. There's Senegal and Holland. I'll be watching that just as an instant match reaction to the 6-2 win by England. Wow. What a win. What a game. I mean, a lot of 8 goals. Could have been 10 or 11 goals in this. As I say, the post was hit a few times of both teams. And it was just one of those games. It started really lethargic and slow, but just start building, and got better and better and more chances, and was far too open for an Iranians' point of view. It was just too easy. It was far too easy for England just to play through them, and it was just too easy. And it was a World Cup game, opening game. After that, you say Iran are absolutely bunched. You could see Wales and the Americans beating them, to be fair. They probably won't get any points. The big one tonight is Wales and America. I mean, whoever wins that, if you can win that, you're basically through, I'd say. If Wales win that, they're through, because they can see them beating Iran too, and then they just have England. England probably won't be bothered at that stage. So I would say whoever wins between Wales and the States tonight gets second place. Hoping it's Wales. I think Wales will beat them. Something like 2-1 tie. I said today's game would be tight. I said today it'd be a 1-0 or 2-1 to England. And was I wrong? 6-2 was not tight at all. It was just because the defence was so bad. I mean, Qatar yesterday were similar. Ecuador beat them handy, really. It was a handy 2-0. But today, it was a handy 6-2. I mean, England did take the foot off, got caught once or twice. But I mean, they had a lot of chances as well, England, and they made a lot of substitutions. They made their 5 subs, and so did Iran make the 5s. That actually looked better when their subs came on, because the first half they were just all over the shop, weren't they? They were really, really all over the shop. The goalkeepers, the defenders didn't know what to do. They'd no one really in midfield. They'd no one really up front who could cause any sort of danger. You know what I mean? And it was just a poor performance from Iran. I mean, I think they're gone already. They're gone. Big win for England. Confidence builder, of course. Jude Bellingham was the man who stole the show in midfield. He was brilliant in midfield. But, I mean, what do you do? I mean, after that, huge win. Absolutely huge. And you have to just build on it now. You have to build on it. I'm sure they'll sit back and watch Wales play the States tonight. I'm sure they'll be watching that. Sitting back to watch that tonight and what's your views on that? What's your views on Senegal, Holland in 40 minutes time or whatever? That should be interesting in that group as well. But this is just an instant match reaction. We go through what you think. Pickford hasn't got much to do, to be fair. He pushed one onto the post. He hadn't got a chance for the 2 goals. I don't think he'd any chance for the 2 goals. We'll give 7 for Pickford. Other than that, he didn't do anything silly. Defensively, I thought Maguire was okay today, actually. Give him a 7. Stones a 7. Got caught once or twice. Maguire got caught for the goal, the first Iranian goal. He was caught, and I don't know, he was taken off after that. I don't know whether he was stunned or head concussion or whatever. But I would give him a 7 as well. The fullbacks were good. Trippier and Shaw were very good. Both 8s. Both getting good crosses in, corner kicks, this type of thing. Really good. Involved in the goals, assists as well. So an 8 each for Shaw and Trippier. Midfield was where it was for me. Midfield is where it was. I mean, he'd Mount, really good, neat and tidy. I was surprised he started, but I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I'm going to give Declan Rice an 8 out of 10. Really good, neat and tidy. But Jude Bellingham, the man for me, the man of the match with 9 out of 10. Not only the goal, just his overall play. Hope Liverpool get him. And then up front, Kane did a lot of work, a lot of donkey work. Didn't score, but did an awful lot of work. I'm going to give him an 8. Saka was brilliant as well with his 2 goals. An 8 for him. And Sterling, an 8 as well. Sterling an 8 with his goal as well. Rashford comes on, gets a goal. Grealish comes on, gets a goal. So, all-round performance, you'd have to take it if you're an England fan. 6-2, wow. 6-2. Unbelievable. An unbelievable win. World Cup, and the World Cup has started in earnest, guys. The World Cup has started in earnest. We're talking about the football now. Yesterday, Ecuador beat Qatar yesterday 2-0. Comfortable enough. Valencia with the 2 goals. Ener Valencia 2 goals. It was basically over half time, that game. And today, Iran just weren't in it, were they? Just weren't. Don't have the quality, don't have the players, basically. Out of their depth. Just didn't do enough and deserved to be beaten. 6-2, probably even flattered Iran, to be honest. It could have been worse. That goal right at the death, the penalty kick, 6-2, gives a bit more of it on the scoreline, but England were miles ahead of them, to be fair. Really miles ahead of them. Later on, Senegal, Holland. You'd have to go Holland without Sadio Mane there. If Sadio was there, I think Senegal might have got something out of it, but I think I'll go for a draw there. And then tonight, it's Wales. It is the States. That's a big game now. Whoever wins that, I'm hoping it's Wales. But if Wales can beat America tonight, they have a great chance of progressing because they'll beat Iran. They'll beat Iran, as simple as, So if you can beat America, England will probably win the 3 games. So if between Wales and the States tonight, if you can beat whoever comes out winner there, whoever gets the 3 points there, I think goes through in England, simple as. I think that's the way it will work out. I really do. We shall see what happens, though. You just don't know. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy football. I would never have said 6-2. I don't know what the odds were with the bookies, but 6-2? What? 6-2? No one would have said 6-2. I thought it would have been a tight game. I was thinking a tight game. Both teams not wanting to lose, Opening game in the group. But the quality just wasn't there from Iran. I keep calling them Iraq. Iran. It just was not there. Also, Iran. Because I think they're going to go. I think Iran are gone already. And we're only 1 game in. But to lose 6-2, bad. Really bad for the confidence. They can take some small bits out of it. The fact that he scored 2 goals against England's defence, I suppose. That's what you would take out of it. But other than that, I think England just switched off. I think the game was over. When it went 4-0, it was gone. Even 3-0 half-time, it was basically gone. Jude Bellingham in midfield was absolutely brilliant, though. Did everything right, didn't he? Got the goal, his play, going by players. No one went to release, no one went to attack, no one went to tackle, no one went to move. That tempo in midfield just helped England so much with Declan Rice and Mount. It was a lovely balance, actually. I was surprised Mount started, but he really played well. It's a young midfield for World Cup, isn't it? Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, Mason Mount. That's a young midfield. I mean, you've young lads like Grealish and Foden coming on as well. I mean, it bodes well for England, Wouldn't you? England fans don't get too carried away. It's only the first game. It is only Iran. But, you can only beat what's in front of you. And I mean, 6-2 is 6-2. And it is a World Cup game. So you'll have to take it and move on and say, wow, absolutely. But who stood out for you guys? Jude Bellingham for me. He was absolutely brilliant. Declan Rice was a close second place, I suppose. He was that good. He was really good. Kane played well up front without scoring. Young Saka and Sterling, especially Saka, actually ran the show really with his brace. So all round, if you're an England fan, you're absolutely delighted with that performance. You're absolutely delighted with it. Monday afternoon win in the World Cup. Usually starts slow, England. Good win. A win's a win, as they say. A win is a win. Any win in the World Cup is good. You know what I mean? the heat and everything to contend with. Although it wasn't super hot, I think it was 32, 31, 32 today, which is actually cooler than most days it's been. So, but it's a big win for England. It's a big win, guys. It really is. Do you think they'll go further? Do you think England can get to the quarters or semis after that win? Don't get carried away. It's Iran, we know. But still, it's a big win. A win's a win, as they say. Who knows what will happen? Who knows what will happen going down with injuries, and Benzema missing for France, and all the other top teams are missing top players with injuries, and who knows if they'll get injuries. I mean, Holland today, we'll have an eye on them with VVD playing for them. Of course, we'll be watching Holland and Senegal today in about 45 minutes. That's an interesting one. And then Wales play the States tonight. Another interesting one. But I think it's a big game for Wales. If Wales can beat the States tonight, I think they'll finish second with England. England win the group, but Wales will finish second. I did say it earlier. I think that would be, well, that's what you would expect. But America will give Wales a game. There's no doubt about it. America will give the States a game. There's absolutely no doubt about it. The Americans will turn up. They will not. After looking at that Iran, just weren't there. Weren't at the races today, Iran. Just were not at the races. The two quick fire goals straight after the Bellingham goal. 2 goals within, 2 or 3 minutes. Second, third goal, bang, bang. It's over. It's 3-0 at half time. Tails are up for England. Tails are down for Iran. It is over. Done deal. And you're not happy. It's over. And then the rest is history. You get more goals second half. You did let in 2. England did let in 2. Penalty in another one. Penalty a little harsh. I mean, we seen the pulling and dragging in the first. I think Maguire's jersey was pulled twice. Didn't get it. So I think it was more out of sympathy he got that penalty than anything else for Iran. And it was deep in injury time. It was a basic sympathy goal, I think, to be fair. Good finish. Really good finish. And the first goal they got was a really good finish. Maguire was asleep with Stones. Bang. The only worry I'd have for England is, I mean, if Iran can get 2 goals against you and hit the post, you want to be careful against the better teams as it goes further in the competition. Even Wales, even America will be better than Iran. They will be better than Iran. Absolutely. They will give you more of a game than Iran did. But, I mean, you take 6-2. 6-2 is a great, World Cup game. It's, a lot of 8 goals. Could have been more. As I said, he hit the post a few times. Iran hit the post. England hit the post. So, interesting, big games coming up. Big games this World Cup. And it's exciting so far. 2 games. We've had, 10 goals in 2 games. 2 goals yesterday, 8 goals today. Senegal and Holland, the 4. And then Wales and the US tonight at 7. So how many more goals will we have? That's what I want. We want to see goals. We want to see exciting games. That's what we want to see as fans, as neutral fans, of course. That's what we want to see. And we just hope that's what we want to see. We want football. That's what it's all about, guys. We know there's a backstory. Of course we do. In Qatar, there is a backstory. There's a backstory in Russia, to be fair. The last time there's been a few backstories. South Africa, Argentina in 78. But we got to play the football. That's the big thing out of this. That is the big thing. We got to play the football. The backstory can be the backstory. Of course, you're going to talk about it. Everybody's going to talk about it. But it's a football tournament, really, isn't it, guys? You're not meant to mix football and politics, but I think sport and politics have always been mixed. Whether it's right or not is another thing. But they have always been mixed. They've always been there throughout history. Look at the Olympics. Remember the Olympics in World War One, was it late World War One or World War Two? Sorry, early World War Two in Germany. So we know all about that, and that was the Olympics. So I mean, crazy stuff. But hopefully FIFA have learned a lesson, giving it to countries with dodgy human rights. I mean, come on, let's go. Dodgy human rights. Anyway, back to the football. As I say, Jude Bellingham was absolutely brilliant in midfield today. He really was, and that's why Liverpool and all the top clubs, Real Madrid and all the clubs are looking at him because of that reason. He was that good. Top class. And of course, Declan Rice, just 2 of them were really good. Declan Rice sat back a bit more, winning the balls, releasing it at the right time. Just did really good. Mason Mount was that bit of trickery in midfield. So it was a nice little tree in the midfield. It really did work for England today. It really did work for England today. Was it a 4-3-2-1? It looked like it with Kane up front. The other 2 guys, Sterling and Saka on each wing, who are pacey. And the wingers, the fullbacks, Trippier and Shaw did really well as well. First half, I don't think Pickford had anything to do, to be fair. Nothing to do. He had a bit more to do second half. That was more out of desperation and probably England getting tired. Substitutions, 5 subs on each team and stuff like that. But big win for England. It has to be said, a huge win for England. And I'm sure they'll take it. 6-2. This is just the instant match reaction. Not going to stay on too long. I want to watch the Senegal and Holland game at 4. I'm sure you all want to watch it. It's a big game coming up. And then Wales against the States tonight. But England have done the business. They've done the job. Beaten around by 6 goals to do. That's what it's all about. You can only beat what's in front of you, guys. You can only beat what's in front of you. And that's the way you do it. You just get up and go and win. And if you score 6 goals in the World Cup, you're doing something right, aren't you? You're doing absolutely something right. But I'm not going to stay on long. Hit the like, hit the share. Let's get a few people in to say and think what you thought about the game. If you're an England fan, if you're an Iran fan, or even if you're a neutral like me, what did you think? It was exciting. I love seeing goals. We all want to see goals at the World Cup. And that was the big take for me. 8 goals in a game. You don't see that too often in World Cup games, do you? You never really do. So hopefully you get more goals in the next 2 games coming up. Senegal, Holland, and Wales and the States tonight. Let's get goals, baby. That's what we want to see. We want to see goals. Goals, glorious goals. That's what we want to see at the World Cup. That's what the World Cup's all about. Goals, scoring goals, wins, excitement, play. That's what we want to see. Movement, everything. The fans look like they enjoyed it. Even the Iranian fans enjoyed it. I suppose getting 2 goals against England is a big take from them, really. They probably expected to get beaten today. But to get 2 goals and lose by 4, 6-2, is nice. If you're an England fan, of course, absolutely. But as I say, instant match reaction. England have beaten Iran by 6 goals to 2. They're happy. It's a big win for England. Big win. A good game for the World Cup. It needed a game like that, an exciting game to get it going. We're only 2 games in. Qatar won 2-0 against Ecuador yesterday. Sorry, Ecuador won 2-0 against Qatar. I keep saying Qatar won. They lost 2-0 to Ecuador. And Ener Valencia double actually did it there. So the 2 Arabic teams, Qatar beaten, Iran beaten. They're neighbours actually in the Middle East. They're both in trouble. Both probably won't get out of the groups. I can't see it. Both really poor defensively, both teams. Goalkeepers were poor on both the teams. So they're in deep trouble. There is a huge gulf, let's say, between teams when you're talking about Iran, you're talking about Qatar, even Saudi Arabia are in someone else's group as well. They'll find it hard. They will find it really hard. Okay, the conditions you might say suit them. It's warm there. It's really warm. It's in the desert basically. But when the football takes, and it's a bit cooler, early 30s type of thing, and South Americans or the European teams get going, that's when the class and the level usually shows for me. That's when it usually shows. So the class should come out on top, and I believe it will. But later on, as I say, Holland, Senegal, not far away. I'm going to go Holland to beat Senegal, but 2-1. Sadio Mane is missing for Senegal, so you'd expect Holland to beat them. Some good players of Holland. VVD plays for Holland, of course. And tonight, Wales and the States. I'm going to go 2-1 to Wales to play States tonight. Huge game. If you can win that. If Wales can beat the States tonight, which won't be easy, but if Wales can beat the States tonight, it is huge. Because that gives them a really good... Because I think they'll beat Iran. The States will beat Iran as well, I think. So it's really the Wales. Who will win the Wales-England game? Or the Wales-America game? Because I think probably England will win all the 3 games, to be fair. Just have to squad. Even the guys that came on off the bench just have far too much for that group, I would say, after beating Iran by 6 goals to 2. Not going to stay on much longer. I did a watch along earlier for nearly 2 hours, so the voice is starting to go. But it is very good if you were an England fan. You are in dreamland, because it has finished. England have beaten Iran by 6 goals to 2. Saka with a brace. Bellingham, man of the match, with a goal. What a player he is. Then you had Sterling, and then you had Rashford and Grealish, who come on, helped themselves to a goal. You get 2 goals from Iran, one with a late soft penalty, I suppose. The other one was a good finish, to be fair. They'll be happy with the 2 goals, I'm sure. Probably flatters them a little bit. But England march on. How far will they go? Who knows? Yo, Dave, Southgate's pragmatic style is paying off, says Ravi. Yep, it is, my friend. It is. But we shall see. There's a long way to go. I wouldn't get too carried away. Still only the first game. It was only Iran. They're not that good. They're not that great. But you can only beat what's in front of you. And it's a big win. It's a big win for England. you have to say, let's see what happens. I'm getting ready for the Holland game, Holland and Senegal. Not going live for it because my voice is nearly gone. I'll do an instant match reaction or something for it after it. And the Wales, America tonight. Iran wouldn't get out of League Two, says yeah, of course. I don't know about that. But it doesn't matter. They're going to get out of this group. They're not going to get out of this group, full stop. I can't see them. I can see America. I can see America beating them. You know, I can see America beating them. I can see Wales beating Iran. I can't see Iran. Now, they'd be better against them teams, I'm sure. Can't see them getting out now of the States or Wales, to be fair. I think they lose all 3 games. Like Qatar, probably. Lose all 3 games. Go live at half time, says Ravi. I might. You never know on Dave's LFC chats. You just never know. Did you even get a notification for this instant match reaction? That's the question. Because this is live on YouTube only. YouTube only. But as I say, guys, big game. That's a big game for England. Big win, 6-2. You'll take it all day long. Absolutely. Even against the poor Iranian side, you'll still take it, though. You will still take it. No, again, I didn't get... No, forget about notifications. It's probably not going to happen. It's hit the like, hit the share. That's what they're all about. More likes, more algorithms. When people come in, more people know you're live, and they come in. That's what it's all about. But a big win. Was it a penalty? Thought it was soft. He did drag his shirt, but they did it to Maguire, I think, twice in the first half. Didn't get at him. I think it was a sympathy penalty, to be honest. You're 6-1 down, last kick of the game. I think it was a sympathy penalty. I got one, to be fair. Says, yeah, of course, he got the notification. Well, you have to have the notification bell on, I suppose. He obviously had it on. So, guys, I'm not going to stay long. The voice is starting to go. It's been the instant match reaction. England have beaten Iran by 6-2. Jude Bellingham is the standout man of the match for me. He was absolutely brilliant with his goal as well. But England are happy. Iran are not happy. Wales States tonight. It's Senegal and Holland upcoming. Stay safe. Talk soon. England have done the job. They've hammered Iran, and I'm sure they are happy with that.